Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and today I'm here to review the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer. Came out last week, or actually came out later this week. It was awesome. It was fun. It was everything that I imagined it was going to be. It had the perfect song choice, which is It Takes Two. Can't remember who did it. I'm not that old. It Takes Two, though. It's like a remix version of It Takes Two. Perfect choice because obviously it's a team-up movie. Because Ant-Man and the Wasp are synonymous together. They're one of the best pairings, in comics. Funny enough, Marvel has basically a crap ton of great pairings. Like Daredevil and Elektra, Sue Storm and Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. They're one of the most well-known, couples / hero groups in Marvel canon. They are founding members in the comics of the Avengers, and they were supposed to be in the movies, but things didn't work out. But this movie is going to be a lot more important than people think it is. I'm not going to say anything because I'm not going to spoil anything for Infinity War in this particular video, but that might be more important later down the line. Now, in the trailer, you see Scott having a conversation with his daughter and she's like, "Oh, how long have you been Ant-Man?" And he's like, "Oh, not long." And you see him turn into Giant Man, which is nice to see that now, because in Civil War, it kind of seemed like turning into Giant Man was like a thing he didn't like to do, a thing he couldn't really do all the time because it took a lot out of him. But it's nice to see that since in Civil War, he's perfected it a little bit more so that he can do it almost at will, because he turns to Giant Man, and it's like, because I assume that he's not, when he's in giant form, he can't move as fast. So he just took this rig and just this 18-wheeler, and just kind of just put his leg on it, kind of uses it as a scooter, and then he's trying to get this building away from this guy named Sonny Burch, which Sonny Burch in the comics is played by Walter Goggins. If you wonder who Walter Goggins is, you've seen him in everything. He's been in Justified, the show Justified. He was in Predator. He's been in all kinds of things. He was just in Tomb Raider a couple months ago. Walter Goggins has been in everything. He's a character actor. He's been in everything. And good actor. He can play creepy very well. But Sonny Burch, the character he's playing, is fun because he's kind of just this sleazy businessman. He's kind of like a less genius version of what's that character in Iron Man 2? Justin Hammer. He's just a sleazy businessman. But it keeps moving on, and it's pretty clear that he's trying to get Hank Pym and all the technology. Because apparently, when Scott came out in Civil War, it was a light bulb to the world that not only is Ant-Man real, but that technology's real, so everybody wants some. So it looks like it's going to be one of these... It looks like it's going to be the reverse of the first Ant-Man movie. Instead of them stealing something, instead of it being a heist movie, stealing something, there are other people trying to steal something from them and them trying to protect it. Now, it kind of keeps going on a little bit, and then you see Wasp, and she is such a master of her shrinking. First of all, she has wings, so she can just she's doing shit that you imagine the Wasp would do. She flies into the car. She kind of does a Deadpool-like scene in the car when she hits the guy and shrinks, and guys hit each other, and knocks the guy out, jumps out the window, knocks the end of the guy out. She is in total control. She's a total badass. Total control of what she's doing. And then It Takes Two music just kind of kicks off, and you see glimpses, and then it's pretty clear. And then you kind of see Luis is talking. Luis and his whole crew are back, and it's kind of funny because apparently now they open up a legitimate company called what is it called? Convicts? Yeah, it's called Convicts. Because they're all ex-cons. I think it's called ex-cons. Yeah, it's called ex-cons. They open up a company called ex-cons. And what they do is they make people's houses burglar-proof. Basically, they're using all the gifts. They're using their gifts of evil for good. Basically, they use their gifts that they know how to stop people from getting robbed. And apparently, Scott, at first I was under the impression that Scott was hanging around them anyways, just because. No, it turns out they apparently separated, and Scott, and they had to come to them for help because Luis is just hilarious. Just who would have thought in your time of need, that you would come to me? You know you're going to get an awesome Luis stories. Luis stories are so amazing, man. Luis's stories are so amazing in the first Ant-Man. So I can't wait to get that. So and then the whole crew's there. T.I.'s there too. I didn't think T.I. was there for a second there because I had seen photos and stuff of Luis and that other guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but T.I. is there too. So the whole gang's back together, so that's cool. You get your glimpse at Ghost, who Ghost is typically an Iron Man villain. He's an espionage villain. He's kind of interesting because technically he's kind of got this good intention because he attacks corporate businesses and like he brings them down using his espionage. He can go through walls, he can hack in computers and stuff like that. It's a he in the comics, and I think it's more than one of them too. But in this, it's a she, and I believe it's just one of her. And I'm 90% sure, because of the way it's explained, that she got her ability to walk through walls and whatnot from the quantum verse. I think Hank Pym attempts. I'm pretty 90% sure that she goes in after Hank Pym because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but she wants him dead for some reason. She goes in after him. She gets stuck in the machine, and something happens, and like she gains the ability to shrink and to literally manipulate her own atoms and molecules that she could just go through shit. Because you see it, like she does this weird thing where she goes through walls. It's creepy looking, which it should be because he's Ghost is creepy. Really creepy, and they got the mask and everything. And it's cool to see another female villain too, because I know Marvel's kind of weird about that, but it's kind of cool to see another female villain too. They're not scheming up on that either. They don't care. They're finally just embracing it. So that was cool seeing Ghost. Seeing her kick him through a wall. There's a couple funny gags. There's this weird scene with an ant with drums. I don't know what that's about. But he's got the ankle bracelet on, if you notice. So somehow Scott put the slip on the cop. Minor spoiler for Infinity War. It's kind of revealed that Ant-Man isn't in Infinity War because he's on house arrest because he took a deal for his family. So that's why he has that ankle bracelet and everything. So there you go. But it looks like they're playing hot potato over Hank Pym's building, which is nuts. Because it's like, it's a building. How can you play hot potato over a building? Because we shrunk it down. But you see this awesome scene where like Wasp like takes a salt shaker and enlarges it, and the guy runs into it. Like, it's going to be so fun with this size and manipulation things. But then you get this cool scene, which I'm pretty sure is a flashback to original Ant-Man and original Wasp, which is of Hank Pym. It looks like, which is the original Ant-Man uppercutting a guy, and then the original Wasp slamming him to the ground. That teamwork and at its finest, because that's what they do. And then you get this awesome shot of Ghost going through a car and going through. No, it was so cool. Because I'm like, man, I can't wait to see how to use her powers. Because she goes through the car and pops on the side and then kicks the guy on the other side. That is cool. I don't know why, but that was really cool to me. Like, and then you get this awesome scene of like they're shrunk and like these bricks from building are falling down, but from their perspective, it looks like it's fucking mountains falling down. And it's kind of like, I can't wait to see that whole them playing with perspective. Then it ends on Bill Foster, aka Goliath, aka we don't call him Black Goliath because this is 2018. Foster. Kind of talking about how he worked on the Goliath project. I'm glad they said something about that because I thought it was going to be just like some throwaway, just like, oh, well, he never was Goliath, you know. It's just, they're just using his name because sometimes Marvel does that. No, he was Goliath and he grew 21 feet. And then Scott's like, I grew 65 feet. And you see this awesome, I love that every time Ant-Man gets big, he does this same thing. He's so like jolly. I don't know why. He does this jolly like laugh, I guess, because he's growing. And he's just like feel himself growing. He's always like, I wonder if that's a decision by Paul Rudd to do that. I wondered, like, it makes me think, was that like Paul Rudd? You'd be like, what if I did this? And like someone was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Because it's just funny that he does that every time. But anyways, and they're kind of comparing sizes of Evangeline, like, okay, stop. Last thing before I call this a wrap is you do get a glimpse of the Wasp, of Scott Lang's like in this other world, and like you see this like blue thing flash past. Pretty sure that is the original Wasp, Janet Van Dyne, who he's going in there to get. And he does get her out. You don't get to see Michelle Pfeiffer, and if you want to Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman. You don't get to see Michelle Pfeiffer, but you know she's in it because she's on the poster. So that is my review of the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer. Please comment below. What did you think about it? How important do you think Ant-Man's going to be to Infinity War? Please let me know, and I will see you in the next one, my peeps, and goodbye.